Okay, today I pulled the bumper off because I needed access to this. This is the vacuum canister that goes behind the bumper and connects to this vacuum line here. And the reason I'm checking this out is because my new blower motor that I put in, remember how to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. My blower motor only comes out of the defrost. So no matter what I put this on, the blower motor comes out of the defrost. So what I've learned is that the on your manifold here, you've got 1, 2, 3 vacuum ports. Actually, you've got 4. This vacuum port goes to the fuel rail. And there's a small one here that goes, let's see, where does this go? I'm not really sure. There's this one that goes into the valve cover gasket. And this one here goes to the map sensor here. I think that's what that is. And then this one is the main one. So this is the one that's got a little check valve here that goes all the way into the vacuum canister, which is behind the bumper, and that's this device here. I'm suspicious this is leaking. In fact, I hope it's leaking. It's very cheap to buy a new one, only about $10 to $15. So I'm going to pull a vacuum on this and see if it will hold. And what I've purchased to do that is this Maddox Superior Automotive Tool 2-in-1 vacuum and pressure tester from Harbor Freight. So we're going to pull a vacuum on this and see if it holds it. And as you can see, other projects, that's the bumper I've got primed. Again, I'm not a body shop. I'm getting this thing roadworthy, and whether or not I do a full restoration on it or just get it to where it's a good daily driver, I'm really not sure. In the interim, I want everything to work, so that's why I got this. Harbor Freight does sell a cheaper version of this, a Pittsburgh. They also sell a the Mighty Vac, which is a better unit, and this is their top of the line, so that's what I got. So you can do this with their cheaper version if you want, but I'm going to stay away from their cheaper version from now on because I have their cheaper Pittsburgh, as you see, brake bleeder vacuum pump, and I was going to use that, but I used it once and it broke. I've got quite a few of these Maddox tools, and they all work pretty good. Seem to be decent quality. This comes in a nice blow molded case. Trying to get it open, and here we go. This is the first look at it. It's your instructions, pump, containers, all kind of little adapters, hoses, and I'm not sure what these big things are for. I'll have to read up on that. And as you can see, you've got your Nero, I like this gauge because this is zeroed here. You can have pressure come on this side or vacuum on the left here. And all we're going to use is the hose that comes with it. It fit perfectly on there. And the way that this little pump works, you can see it's got a little arrow that says pressure goes this way and vacuum comes this way. And you just move, if you want to do vacuum, you just pull this up here to where it seals. So that's what we're going to do right now. Okay, I've got it on vacuum, I've got it connected. So we're going to pull a vacuum on here and see if this works. All right, I've got it on 10 right now, pulling a vacuum, and we're going to let it sit there and see if it holds it. It seems to be working okay. Okay, it's about 2 hours later. Let's see what we're doing. Yep, it is still holding the vacuum, so this is not the problem. I'm going to release the vacuum by taking this piece here and pushing it toward the pump. You can hear the vacuum going down. Okay. So I have determined this piece is good. Okay, now that I know this container vacuum canister is good, I'm going to reuse it. It's going to be bolted up underneath this, like that. So the vacuum pump served my purpose for today, but you can use this thing for all kind of stuff, for bleeding brakes. And I was wondering what these plates were for, and according to this, these are master cylinder plates, so you can probably put that on between them and somehow pull a vacuum or bleed a master cylinder with this. So let's hope it lasts. It seems to be of decent quality. This is rubberized. This looks like aluminum. The feature to flip this back and forth for suction, I do like that because I had a Mighty Vac and it broke on a little switch. And I would not bother with the Pittsburgh version. This thing is junk. That's it right there. So anyhow, so the problem must be somewhere under here, and that's going to be a video for a later date. There is a vacuum line that comes in, and it goes to these little vacuum canisters like that, and God knows what kind of rat's nest are going to be underneath this dash. And of course, while running, I do have vacuum right here where the canister is supposed to go. So I'm going to slide this back into its home, and it bolts, as you can see, to the bumper right there. And then once got it bolted back, that's two 10mm bolts. Put a light up in there. You can see, then make sure that your vacuum line is connected right there. So I hope this video helped you out a little bit. Again, one small step on the Comanche. And I look forward to making some more videos on this thing. So y'all have a great weekend.